What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we're here with a review for Sistas, Season 3. I believe this is episode 13. If it's not, I'll correct it. This episode is titled Water Under the Bridge. So, before we get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and are not yet subscribed, I need you guys to do me a big favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Hit that notification bell button. Share the video. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's get into Sistas on BET. Now, I did see last night when I was live tweeting that Sistas was renewed for season 4. So congratulations to the cast and the crew for getting to season 4. Now, let's talk about Sistas. Alright, you guys, so this episode, we pick up where we left off at in the last one. You guys remember in the last one that Maurice and Q were at the bank. Maurice had the gun to, Q had the gun to Maurice, telling Sabrina to do what he says or else Maurice was going to get it, right? So then all accused men come out of the bank and I'm like, well, damn. And they literally look like, if you guys have watched the movie Set It Off, you guys remember that last bank that Cleo, Stoney, Frankie, and TT robbed, right? Remember, they ditched the wigs and put on those face masks. That's what those dudes look like. So, Sabrina is telling Q that she can't open the safe up, right? And Q was getting upset, like, Maurice, you told me that this bitch could open up the safe. He was like, so you lied to me. So he's going off, right? He's saying that Maurice lied to him. Then he tells Sabrina to go to the vault. She says, I can't. I need to call corporate to open the vault. He's like, this is bullshit. I'm like, you got to call corporate to open a vault? But you opened the vault with ease when Andy came there to get the money for Gary. I'm like, and I was thinking to myself at the same point, I'm like, this has got to be a lie. I don't believe what Sabrina's saying. So then we see Zach. So Zach is over at that property. You guys remember he wanted Fatima to come with him to look at that property. And I'm looking at this property. I'm like, he's talking about how much he likes it. I'm like, really? It's not finished, Zach. I mean, you see the plywood. And I'm like, okay, Zach. So he calls Fatima and she's frustrated, right? So he asked her, can she come down there? She says, let me see if I can get away for just a few minutes. And so that's that. So he says that, he's nervous. And she tells him, I guess he sends her a video of what the place looks like, right? I'm guessing he only sent her a video of the outside. Because she says she likes it. I'm like, do you like this place as well? It is under construction. It's under renovation. It's not finished. But okay. So then he's talking to the realtor, right? He's talking about he wants to put in an offer, and she says that it has to be a cash offer. He says he wants to put down, he asked her, can he put down, 50% of it? She's like, how's your credit? He says, that's why I'm asking to put down 50%. So then the realtor, in her unprofessional way, asks him, are you engaged? Are you married? Dating? What's your situation? Because, I would like to go out for drinks. I'm like, ma'am, this is just like the situation on the haves and the have-nots with Brianna and with Benny. But it's the reverse, right? Benny was hitting on Brianna, trying to get her to go out with him. But on this side, it's her doing it. I'm like, can we conclude the business first, and then maybe we can move toward a date? Maybe. But let's move on. All right, you guys. So Sabrina's on the phone with Miss Anita, right? And so Sabrina has to call. So what it is Sabrina has to call in and give her her badge number, so that way they know to open it. But she said they had to see her on camera. I'm like, if they see you on camera, they can see these men in this bank with these guns. So why would they then open it? They would realize that you're being robbed. So she gives her badge number, and what it is they have to open it on their side. So yeah. So Maurice, when Q them, they would, I guess they was scoping the place out. I don't know, but Maurice was like, "That wasn't your badge number. So what did you do?" She said, "I gave her the robbery code." And Q said before he walked out of the bank that if he sees the police, that he's gonna come back in and kill them. I'm just like, Sabrina, so you took a chance with that one? This man is holding a gun, and it's a bank robbery, so you do realize that the cops are going to come with the sirens wailing. So that means he has ample opportunity to take a hostage or shoot one of you. But okay, Sabrina, you played Russian roulette. So Sabrina asks Maurice what happened, right? And Maurice tells her that, hey, him and Q had sex, and then after that, Q put a gun to his head. So then the police do show up, and the police say that they all took off running out the back. I'm like, how is that possible? Now, yes, Q's guys could have took off running at the back, but how did Q take off in the back? Q was in the front. Q was in the front. So where did Q go to? Because his men were in the back. I will say that that's possible. His men were in, unless this is like a small little bitty bank, because we never really have we ever really saw we haven't really saw the outside. We saw it, unless this is like a small, like a motor bank. Unless it's like a little motor bank, how in the hell did Q get away? But whatever. So then we move over to the airport, and Danny is working, or semi-working, and El Fuego comes up to her, right? And we know El Fuego from All the Queen's Men. I have not finished that. All the Queen's Men. So El Fuego is just getting back from Miami, where he did a party, right? And he's trying to talk to Danny. He's telling Danny, he would like to see her come to Eden. She was like, "Oh no, I ain't got no money." He was like, "I'll take care of it." She was like, "Bottle, this, that, I'm there." When the hell did Danny? I was looking at Danny's hair. I'm like, wait a minute. Danny changed her hair, and I kind of hated it. Just saying. Just saying, I hated that hair. But we're going to move on, you guys. No, yeah, we're gonna move on. All right, you guys. Over at Karen's salon, she only has one customer, and she just did her hair, and the woman did not pay for her hair to get done. I think she was supposed to go pay Pam, but Pam's nosy ass got up and went and talked to Karen. I'm like, your client just walked out and didn't pay you, but okay. So I like Pam. I like the person. I like the actress I like the woman that plays Pam. Just gotta be honest. Her acting. It's the hands. It's just not that good to me. Gotta be real. So she's asking about her paycheck. She's asking about how much Zach gave Karen for that check. I'm like, see, all of this unprofessionalism would get Pam fired. Really would, right? Really, really would. So Karen goes to her office to call Zach on her cell phone, but she's blocked. So then she calls him from the office phone, right? And she was like, you got me blocked, Zach? Yes. He's like, he thought it would be good. He thought it would be a good thing to block her. So then she asks him out to dinner. She wants to talk, and she wants to give him his money back. Zach said, hard pass. I'm like, ooh, Karen, wipe your face. He got a little bit of egg on it. So then we see Karen. So Karen goes to the bank, and I tweeted this. Like, is this the only bank within like a 5-mile radius? Because everyone goes to this same bank. Like, is this the only bank in town? So, she finds out what happened to Sabrina and to Maurice, right? She found out she asked them were they held at gunpoint. I'm like, when people rob banks, they typically have a gun. I've never saw somebody walk into a bank with a knife. Give me all the money with a knife. Of course, Karen, they had a gun. So Maurice is blaming himself, and Sabrina says, no, it's not your fault, Maurice. Yes, this is Maurice's fault. This is Maurice's fault for being so damn thirsty. So Sabrina cashes her check. And it was so weird because I know that was a big ass check, right? Now you guys, now when you deposit a check into your account, they put a hold on the funds. They'll give you, well, I know my bank does. They'll give you access to a certain amount. It depends on how much the check is for, right? They'll give you, especially, you know what? Maybe not, because Zach is bank to bank. It's the same bank, so maybe not. So they may have allowed her to have access to all the money right away. Maybe not. So then Sabrina asks her, is she feeling Zach? And she says, I love him. But then she tells her about Aaron asking to marry her. And she says, what did you say? She says, I told him, you know, we got to get to know each other better or something like that. So once Karen leaves the bank, she calls Andy. Hold on, Andy. Let me call Danny. So Brina got robbed. Why do they call her Brina? I've never heard anybody call somebody named Sabrina Brina. But Brina got robbed, so they gonna go over to Brina's house tonight and basically try to cheer her up, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Let's move on. Alright, you guys, I'm wrapping up the episode. So we see Andy. So Andy is at the law firm and she goes to Fatima's office. Now, in Fatima's office, Hayden is there behind her desk. And Andy asks him, what are you doing in her office? He says, I was waiting for Fatima. I was looking for Fatima. Why are you behind her desk? I was making a phone call. I'm like, for you to be a lawyer, you're a terrible liar. So he eventually leaves. So Fatima returns and Andy says, why was Hayden in your office and why was he behind your desk? She's like, what? She's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ask his bitch ass. So she goes down to his office and she asks him, why were you even in my office? He says, I was looking for you. She says, Hayden, I'm the wrong type of bitch to fuck with, basically. He says, why do you refer to yourself as a bitch? She says, Hayden, if I find out that you up to some shit, that's your ass. So then we see Sabrina. So Sabrina took Maurice home, right? So they have they have a drink. And she asked him, you know, what did he tell the police? He says he told them the truth. So he said, you know, after what Q did to Calvin, that should have been a point where he left him alone, right? It really should have been. But in this instance, I realized the reason that Maurice puts on this persona that he puts on is because Maurice is insecure because of who he is, right? He's a bigger guy. He's feminine. So he doesn't feel that, you know, the men that he likes might not necessarily like him, right? And I really did feel bad for Maurice, and I felt bad for Maurice at that point. Now, meanwhile, while they're talking, this girl comes out of Calvin's room, butt ass naked, is in the refrigerator, and they just like, what the fuck? And then Calvin comes out butt ass naked. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. And that's where the episode ended, you guys. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button so you guys are notified of when I drop anything else. Share the video, and this is the next one. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.